Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're playing a special episode of Minnesota Twins franchise. It is the episode where we move on into MLB the SHOW 18 from MLB the SHOW 17. We are still in year 3 of our Minnesota Twins franchise. Chris Medlin takes the hill. We've got a 3-game series coming up in this episode against the Cleveland Indians from Cleveland. Medlin takes the hill in Game 1, a 2.25 ERA, and we will hand the ball to Ervin Santana, who has a 2.17 ERA. 29 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts, and 3 walks. We get this one underway in the 3rd inning. We have got runners on the corners with nobody out, and Eduardo Nunez at the plate. He's batting .333 on the year. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Chris Medlin. Runner goes, and he is thrown out at second. I believe that was Danny Santana thrown out. 1-2 count with a runner still on third. And Eduardo Nunez lines it right back up the middle for a base hit. And that will get the run in from third. Twins on the board first. Early in the game, Miguel Sano now with a runner on second and 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Here's the delivery from Medlin. And Sano drives it past Jason Kipnis at second. And the run will come around to score from second easily. It's 2-0 Minnesota. In the middle of 3. 4th inning now. Chris Medlin still on the hill. We have the bases loaded for Eduardo Nunez, who is 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a single. 1-0 delivery with 1 out, and Nunez grounds it to the right side through the hole over there, and 1 run will come in to score. It makes it 3-0 Minnesota. The Twins would get 1 more run in the inning, and they lead at 4-0. Michael Brantley, .385 batting average with 4 home runs on an 0-2 delivery in the bottom of the 4th inning with nobody out. He gets a high fastball, and he drives it deep to right field. That one is into the 8th or 9th row back there, and it's 4-1. That is home run number 5 for Michael Brantley on the season. Tribe hoping he can stay healthy. At the end of 4, the Twins lead it 4-1. We move on to the 7th inning. Zach McAllister in for the Indians. 9 innings pitched so far on the year, has an ERA of 2.00, and he will face Emilio Bonifacio with 1 out, runners on first and second, an 0-2 count. In the top of the 7th, and Bonifacio with a line drive right back up the middle. Runner on second is going to head home, and he will score the throw quite late. Sano slides in with the run. It is 5-1 Minnesota in the middle of 7. Francisco Lindor now. 0 for 3 on the day. He's batting .214, has 4 home runs on the year. Bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. And Ervin Santana pulls the string on him to get the strikeout. Great outing for Ervin Santana. He is making it difficult for us to pull the trigger on calling up Jose Barrios. Kevin Segrist on to close out the game. It is a save situation with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Michael Brantley at the plate. He's homered once in the game. Oh, sorry, this isn't Brantley. This is Tyler Naquin at the plate. And Naquin swings and misses. And that ends the game, a 5-1 victory for the Twins in game number 1. It is game 30 of year number 3. Eduardo Nunez, 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs on the day. Bonifacio with an RBI, Sano with an RBI. And Big Irv goes 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts to 1 walk. And the Twins get the win and increase their lead in the American League Central to 2.5 games. So game 1 goes to the Twins. We've got 2 more here in Cleveland before we hit the road to the Bronx and take on the New York Yankees to close out a 9-game or a 10-game road trip. And this is the middle game of the 3 games against the Indians. A quick look at our starting lineup. Byron Buxton leading off. Bonifacio, Rosario, Sano batting cleanup. Luis Valbuena batting 5th. Devin Mesoraco is batting .270 on the year. James Loney from the 7 hole is batting .393. And going for us will be Kyle Gibson. He's 4-2 on the season, a 1.80 ERA, and an astronomically good 0.83 whip at this point of the season. He has had a couple of rough starts. The starting lineup for the Tribe: Jankowski, Naquin, Brantley, Kipnis in the cleanup spot, Lindor, Almonte, Yan Gomes, Roberto Perez, and Harry Guevara. at third base will bat ninth. Their starting pitcher will be Ricky Grant. He's got a 1.50 ERA. He's pitched only 6 innings. He's making his second start of the season and looking for win number 1 of the year. We'll start off highlights here in the second inning with Alexi Amarista at the plate. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. A 1-2 delivery, and Amarista with a base hit right into center field. That's going to bring home 2 runs. And the Twins jump out to an early 2-0 lead. In the fifth inning, Emilio Bonifacio batting .344 on the year. Nobody out, runners on the corners, and a 3-1 delivery. And Bonifacio lines it over the head of third baseman Harry Guevara. And a run comes in to score. It's 3-0 Minnesota. Zach McAllister on now for the second time in this series, making his 6th appearance, a 2.25 ERA, facing Miguel Sano. And Sano lines it to the left side to Guevara, on to Kipnis, on to first for the double play. In the middle of 5, it's 3-0, Twins with the lead. On to the 6th inning, Devin Mesoraco batting .275 on the year. I believe he has 4 home runs on the season. Here is the delivery from McAllister, and Devin Mesoraco gets one in his wheelhouse. He likes it down and in, and that was a hanging curveball. And Devin Mesoraco, a 409-foot solo home run. I believe that is number 5 on the season for Mesoraco. MLB the Show 18 does not tell you like MLB the Show 17 does when they hit a home run. In the middle of 6, the Twins lead 4-0. That'll bring up Tyler Naquin now with a runner on second, a 1-2 count and 2 outs. Kyle Gibson still on the hill for us. And Naquin with a base hit into left field. It's misplayed there by Eddie Rosario. And the run is going to come all the way around to score. And it'll be a double for Tyler Naquin. It's 4-1. Twins lead at the end of the 6th inning. Trying to make some separation in the AL Central with their second win in this 3-game series against the Tribe. Zach Duke comes in, making his 18th appearance already of the game or of the season. And a runner on first, and a line drive over the head of the right fielder by Valbuena. And the run's going to come in to score. Luis Valbuena with a double. And it's 5-1 Minnesota. The Twins go on to win this one by a score of 5-1. That's 2 straight games where the Twins have won by that score. We improved to 19-12. The Tribe fall to 16-14. They are 2.5 games back now, behind us in the division. And we lead the season series now, 2-0. We head to the 3rd game of this 3-game series. It's game number 32 of the season. Tribe sitting at 30 games. They're 16-14. And this time we face Corey Kluber. It'll be a little bit tougher to get runs on the board against this starting pitcher. 2-2, 3.98 ERA, a 1.23 whip, 30 strikeouts, 5 walks. And Alex Meyer will oppose him. He is 1-3 with a 3.79 ERA, 38 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts to 4 walks, a 1.03 whip for Alex Meyer. Yan Gomes batting .188 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs, a runner on third with 1 out. Here's the delivery, and a ground ball to the right side. It is played there on to first for the out, but the run comes in to score, and this time the Tribe draws first blood. Lonnie Chisenhall crosses the plate to give the Indians a 1-0 lead. At the end of inning number 2 here at Progressive Field, we go to inning number 3 now. Miguel Sano stepping into the box with the bases loaded and 1 out. Here's the delivery from Kluber, and Kluber gets hit into the left field area. And the run comes in to score. 2 runs come in to score. The Twins lead at 2-1. We go on to the 4th inning now. 2-1 lead for Minnesota. Alex Meyer still on the hill. He's in a bit of trouble with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th with nobody out. And at the plate is Yan Gomes. He is batting .186. Having a tough time to start the season here for the Tribe. With the bases loaded, a 1-2 count. And Alex Meyer gets Gomes to swing and miss. Next up, Roberto Perez with 1 out. And the bases loaded, a 2-2 count. Here's the delivery from Meyer. Another swing and a miss, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Meyer with the bases loaded. So it's going to come down to Tyler Naquin with the bases loaded. He's going to need a base hit now to score a run for the Indians on a 2-2 count. And Tyler Naquin out in front of the big yacker. And Alex Meyer strikes out the side to get out of the bases loaded jam. On to the 6th inning now. Byron Buxton batting .304 on the year, .342 on base percentage. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. And Buxton is going to take the high strike. He does not agree with it, but that will get the Indians out of the inning. Corey Kluber has given up 2 runs on 5 hits so far, and his offense has gotten him 1 run on 7 hits. Tommy Hunter comes into the game now for the Tribe, making his 16th appearance. 12 innings so far on the year. With a runner on second and 1 out, he's facing Miguel Cabrera. And the delivery, and Cabrera lines it up the middle past the diving Francisco Lindor. A runner rounding third, heading to the plate. Here comes the throw, and it is not in time. The Twins get another run on the board. It's 3-1 Minnesota in the middle of 7. The Twins looking for the 3-game sweep. Dan Otero on for the Indians now, making his 15th appearance, a 4.74 ERA. And he will face the catcher, John Ryan Murphy, who's playing a day game after a night game. It's getaway day, as the Twins prepare to head to the Bronx after this game to take on the Yankees in a 3-game series. And John Ryan Murphy, with a blooper into right field, is going to score the runner from second base who had a good read on it. And at 6-1 Minnesota, that would be all the runs that the Twins would score. They end up winning 6-4, and they sweep the series 3-0 and improve to 20-12 and extend their lead out to 3.5 games in the American League Central. Alex Meyer went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 1 run, and had 8 strikeouts on the day. Kevin Segrist picks up his 10th save. The American League standings. At this point in the season, the Yankees a game ahead of the Red Sox in the East, the Twins 3.5 on the Indians in the Central, and the Rangers a half a game over the A's, and the Astros and Angels are 2.5 back in the American League. On to the National League now. The Washington Nationals 24-7, a 5-game lead over the Phillies, who are 18-13. The Pirates 3.5 games over the Brewers and the Cardinals. The defending champion Cubs are back there 7 games at 13-20, not off to a good start, and the Dodgers have a 1-game lead in the National League West. Up next, we have the New York Yankees. Alex Wood will go against Michael Pineda in the opener of that series. It'll be the final 3 games of a 10-game road trip, and that'll be in Minnesota Twins franchise, episode 118. It's MLB the Show 18 here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.